Hi everyone. So, we are talking today about you must not wait for a later time to do what you want to do in this life. If you are waiting right now to truly move in the direction that you want to move in this life, towards that position that is emulating, that is representative of what your heart truly wants to experience in this life, it just might never happen for you. Now, I'm not here to discourage you. I'm not here to put you down, but I'm here to tell you that why are you not doing that? Why on earth would you choose to not do what you want to do? What is getting between you and your wishes, your heart's desire? What are the beliefs that you carry at this moment in time that make you feel like you can't live that life right now? Make you feel like you aren't living that life right now? Is it your actions? Is it your lifestyle? Is it your responsibilities? I want you to identify what are the things that are preventing you from actually experiencing what you want to experience in this life. And the reason why is because there is no time to waste. There is no reason to wait. There is no reason to ignore that inner calling. But there is a reason why you aren't living in that way that you prefer. So there isn't any excuse, but as that is the reality, as that continues to be the reality for you, we have to identify the reasons why. And clarifying the reasons why you want to live that life, or why you appreciate those aspects of the vision that you have in your mind for yourself and for humanity, is going to help you move in that direction. So oftentimes the issue becomes your focus, what you are focusing upon, and the words that you're speaking to yourself. I've talked about this multiple times on my channel, but I really want you to hone in on, what am I doing day to day that does not emulate that aspect of me that is truly living that life? Who do I have to become in order to truly live the life that I want to live? What does that person do? What does that person sound like? What does that person feel internally about every area of their life? How do they walk? How do they talk? How do they smell? How do they see the world? How do they relate to others? What are the kinds of people that are around them? Which is you, it's you, right? That's the version of you. That's the aspect of you that is completely and utterly embodied within that energy. And I don't want you to go another second not embodying that energy. And it does not take time. It takes a choice, a decision, and awareness. First and foremost, it takes awareness. Then it takes a sustained awareness and a choice, a redirection back to that state of being. So, how are we going to get there? We have to focus our attention. Focus your energy appropriately. And take it seriously. I want to say take it seriously, but it sounds a bit serious, but truly, take it to heart. Don't allow these things to just be there a little bit in the back of your mind or slowly kind of creep to the back of your mind without your awareness. Subsume yourself in that feeling. So if it is that you wish to live a life where you are free to go anywhere in the world, what is it going to take for you to subsume yourself here and now in that feeling? You might not have the plane ticket. You might not have the means to go and be internationally traveling and working and getting all your needs met. You might not have all the things that you feel like you need to do it, right? That doesn't matter. It does not matter if you don't have the means or if you don't have the things that you need in order to make that happen. What matters the most is that you are subsuming yourself in the feeling of having those things already. So that means that instead of focusing on the lack and the things that you don't have, then the reasons why you can't, you focus on the things that you do have control over. You see the difference? You focus on what you can do, what steps you must take. And the more you focus there, the more these windows of opportunity are going to present themselves to you in a multitude of ways. You will be completely blind to those things. You will continue a cycle and a pattern of living a life in a routine that doesn't even align with what you want. And before you know it, years pass and you're not even questioning whether or not you're doing what you love. You're not even questioning why I'm still in this position. You have to be questioning yourself. And it can be really uncomfortable to question yourself. It can be really hard to be reflected by somebody who's going to challenge you to look there. Why? Because you don't like the answers. You don't like the answer that you have to give, if you were going to be honest about it, to a person who's asking you such a question. Because the answer that you have is going to reveal what is holding you back, which is you. It's going to reveal the aspects of you that have been preventing you from really making a change or from even moving one square to the finish line. You might come up with all kinds of reasons why to be comfortable. Well, I mean, I feel like the biggest cop-out is saying, oh, well, like my life is good and I'm happy as I am and everything, I have everything I need now and it's all good and everything's good. Okay, yes, that's a good attitude to have. But are you where you actually want to be? You can be in the best case scenario of what you actually want to experience in this life and say that. But are you in a position that you don't like or that you would like to get out of, still saying that and utilizing that as the reason why you don't move forward or why a change doesn't happen? There's a big difference. And those feelings of discomfort that come up when you address those things, those are the things that you must face. Those are the things that you can't keep curving and avoiding for the sake of falsely declaring that everything's all good and you're exactly where you want to be. Look, I don't want to take that experience from you. I want you to have your experience. I want you to be happy. I want you to, I want you to have that. It absolutely is enough for you to live your life and appreciate what you have and be in the position that you're in and say, Alhamdulillah, all praise be to the Most High Creator. And say, I'm grateful for what I have. It's not a matter of not being grateful or being grateful. It's a matter of acknowledging if you are moving in the direction that you want to move in, if you are being the person that you really want to be in this life. Like I said, you can still be grateful and still be appreciative for everything that you have and simultaneously be honest about that. And the more you use that cop-out to really justify the reasons why you're not there, the more you're going to stay in that position. And I promise you that you're going to want to do that. You're going to wish that you did it. You're going to wish that you did it at a certain point. You're going to wish that you took that step. One of the most challenging things for me personally is reflecting and feeling like, man, I wish I did it then. I wish I did it then, right? I wish I took that opportunity then. Why did I wait so long? And not thinking, well, it was exactly how everything is exactly how it should be, right? Like there's that feeling of everything has happened exactly how it was supposed to happen. And it's true. It's definitely true. At the same time, that doesn't take away from the genuine feeling that I have, which is no, it's not just that though. If I'm going to be real with myself, I'm going to be honest with myself, it's not good enough for me. Because I know what I want. I know what I've been wanting, right? And sometimes life gets in the way and you have to learn your lessons and you have to go through a growth process that requires that pause or that delay. And that in of itself is a blessing. But you don't want to get stuck in the delay. You don't want to get stuck in a loop. So one of the main reasons why we don't realize this is because we are not being present. And our minds are so distracted. Our minds are so programmed to lose conscious awareness of the present moment. Present moment awareness, you need that. You need the faculty of your attention to be intact. Is it intact, or are you scrolling, or are you constantly engaging with something every 20 seconds? What is your attention span like? And be honest with yourself. How is your attention span? You need it to be intact in order to truly succeed in that endeavor. Especially if you have a responsibility, if you have a dream, if you have a goal that's going to benefit humanity to the degree that you know that it can, and to the degree that you know you feel inwardly called to benefit humanity by carrying out that task and going all in, you need your faculty of attention and present moment awareness intact as much as possible. What is going to get you there? You have to work with the nervous system, and you have to work with the breath and the conscious thought. You want to redirect yourself back into that feeling of that being that you are, right? We're not waiting to become that person. We're embodying that person, right? You want to grow a vegetable garden? You're embodying the vegetable gardener. You are the vegetable gardener. You're not waiting for next week to learn about vegetable gardening and then you're going to be the vegetable gardener once you memorize everything. No, that is a program in of itself that you learn in school. I'm always going to keep it 150% honest with you. I'm always going to communicate to you exactly how I feel in my heart and how I feel about life, how passionate I am about it, how much I actually believe in myself, how much I actually believe in you, how much I believe in us. I don't take that lightly because if you haven't noticed, which you probably have, there's a lot of work to do, right? So we have to be strong and we have to be steadfast and we have to move. We have to make moves. And my approach for my personal life is very considerate of the natural rhythm of resonance. It's very difficult to feel capable of embodying and exuding that which you want to exude and be and embody when your cortisol levels are spiked through the roof for whatever reason. I'm really big on flow state, energy, but I'm also very big on responsibility and discipline and doing the right thing and checking myself and being honest with myself. So the same degree that I hold myself accountable is the same degree that I'm going to hold you accountable for all of the viewers who are really actively engaged here. And it doesn't matter how old you are or any of that. I've had to chop up this video because I have to manage my storage, but regardless, just know that whether you're older or younger, the same rule applies. There is no waiting, there is no time constraint. You're restricting yourself from doing what you're supposed to be doing. And over here, we're not doing that to be comfy. What I help people with is to navigate the emotional states that you might find yourself in. Not for the sake of comfortability, not for the sake of just making excuses, but more so for the sake of acknowledging the entirety of your body, right? Your body is a multi-layered being. You're not just some physical entity who needs to use their mind to carry out. No, you are multifaceted. You have so many aspects to you that need to be acknowledged if you're going to be holistic in your approach, if you're going to be sound and mindful of your heart and your soul. So I'm really big on being mindful of you as the individual, you as the whole being. You have to put the work in. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to look at the mirror and say, oh, okay, I don't like that. What can I do to make it different? How am I contributing to my own suffering? How am I contributing to my own pain? You have to be accountable. If you're not accountable, if you're not responsible, I'm not the channel for you. I'm not the person to return to. Unless you want me to keep planting those seeds in you, but at some point you're gonna really have to question yourself. Why are you even here?